Salut Yere et bienvenue au corpo aujourd'hui. Right guys, I'm sorry I can't be there to teach you live over Teams today and it is a shame. I really enjoy our lessons over Teams. You guys are absolute legends, such hard work and it's always the lesson I look forward to over Teams, but I can't make it today because I'm driving to Wales and I'm driving back again for a funeral, I'm afraid. So this will be a recorded lesson. When I say I'm driving to Wales now, I don't mean like now. I'm not recording a lesson and driving. That would be very dangerous. I've obviously recorded this before, so today's a recorded lesson, but you still need to be working hard and pushing yourself because next week on Wednesday when I see you, we'll be practicing this language and I want to make sure you know it. So recorded lesson today, you need to take it in your own time. You can pause the video, you can rewind it. Actually, it might be even better than doing it live because you can work at your own pace. We start then like we always start. You can either do this in your exercise books or I've sent you the worksheets on Teams and I've emailed it you. You can just type directly onto the worksheet, whatever works for you. Let's start like we always do. S'il vous plaît, tout le monde, copiez le date, copiez le titre. Voilà, c'est là. Et vous avez un contrôle de post-it. Right, guys, for the post-it note challenge, this is really tough. See if you can translate these 6 things, but for small, big, old, and beautiful, I want the different ways to say it, particularly for old and beautiful. Da, 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 da. Can you remember them? Let's see what you can do. Guys, put me on pause. Have a go at a date, copy the date and title. Make sure you get on your post-it note challenge. And when you think you're ready, recommencer the video and I'll go through the answers and I'll tell you about today's lesson. All right, put me on pause. Et voilà mes enfants. Right guys, so if you've restarted me, you're ready to start the lesson, you've sorted the date and title and you've got our post-it note challenge. We are carrying on with this module talking about where we live and we're talking about our houses today. We did it last time, we talked about the type of house, yeah, and then we did some reading and listening on different people in different houses. Today we're going into detail. We're talking about les pièces, the rooms of the house. By the end of this lesson, let me show you. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to say what rooms you have in your house and you'll be able to describe them. I've got a big kitchen, I've got a comfortable lounge, I've got a new bathroom, whatever you want. This is what we're doing today. You're describing the rooms in your house to see if you can do it. We're going to go through some new vocabulary, see what you know. We're going to learn some language, play some games over a recorded lesson, and then we'll finish off with a game of Guess Who. Well, I will be telling you and describing someone's house and you'll have to work out with your French skills and mastery which person I'm talking about. All of that is coming your way today. All right, guys, so let's get started. On commence avec le contrôle de vocabulaire. How many of these did you get? It's pretty tough to me. I'll be happy with 3. I know some of you legends will have all 6. Let's have a look then. So I live in is j'habite dans. Remember we talked about this, the verb habiter. It's the verb to live somewhere and think like an animal's habitat is where it lives. It comes from the French verb habiter, to live. What happens to that verb when we talk about others? It changes. So how does it change for nous? It's not nous habites. We have to change our ending. It should be nous habitons. If you've got nous habitons, an excellent effort here changing our verb. All right, so let's go for our adjectives. Small is petit, 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 petit. Big or tall is grand, 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 grand. Now remember, we had the E for feminine, the S for plural, and an E and an S if it's feminine and plural, but you don't really pronounce them. This is the regular pattern. Old and beautiful are irregular, but there's a way to remember them. Ding, 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 ding. What is it? It is vieux, 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 and beau, belle, beau, belle, and this is the way to do these. Now, this is how these adjectives change. We're using them again today for masculine and feminine. They've got different words. There's no pattern. You just have to learn them, and the Big Ben song is the only way to do that. So, guys, we're going to be using these adjectives again today. We're talking about our house, but we're going into detail. We're talking about what rooms we have today. I want to see what you already know before we start learning this new vocab. So, I'll explain our first activity complètement en français, mes petits. Alors, mes petits, donc, pour la première activité, c'est assez difficile. C'est les phrases coupées, qui veut dire cut up sentences. Alors, donc, ici, dans la boîte bleue, vous avez le début d'une phrase. Et dans la boîte orange, vous avez la fin de la phrase. Donc, il faut trouver la paire entre le début et la fin. Pour vous aider, j'ai utilisé les couleurs différentes. Donc, c'est jaune à jaune, Donc, les possibilités pour un, c'est B, C, E. Et c'est verb avec verb. Donc, pour 4 et 5, il y a deux choix, D, U, F. Number 6 is a bit easy then. Donc, ici, blanc et blanc. I wonder what could be the pair. Alors, donc, il faut trouver la paire entre les débuts et les fins des phrases. Aujourd'hui, après avoir fait ça, vous avez trouvé les mots. Have a look in the text. See if you can find out how to say these things. Where. So where do you live, or where I do this, or where I play that. At my house, I cook. Some good language here. See if you can find any of these. Now today, it's going to be a lot harder, right? Because when we're in class, I always say it's easier because you've got a question, you can ask me, I can help you. When we're on Teams, it's harder, but you can still talk to me in chat. No help from me today, guys. I'm on the road, so don't worry if you're finding this tough. 4 is your target. Persevere and see if you can match up 4 for that's for both activities combined. 6 or more, very strong. I'd be really impressed if you can get 8 or more. Guys, give yourself 4 minutes. So put a timer on your phone for 4 minutes. Put me on pause. Then when you think you've done all you can, recommencer la video, restart the video, and I'll go through the answers and I'll talk you through it. Good luck, everyone. Donc, vous avez 4 minutes. Put me on pause for 4 minutes. Good luck, everyone. 4 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Allez, on y va. Hello, les enfants. Right, guys, if you listen to me now, you've had a go at this activity and you are ready for our answers. Tough one today, guys, don't you think? All right, let's see what you've got. So, let me help you out. Le premier, il y avait 3 possibilités. It says, dans ma maison, il y a un grand jardin. In my house is a big garden, that word jardin, so that should help you out. So, 3 possibilities. Je cuisine et ma famille prépare les repas. Now, unless you're Australian or your family loves barbecues, I don't think in England you'd be preparing many meals in the garden. It'd be getting cold pretty fast, your food. All right, dans ma maison, il y a un grand jardin où je joue au foot avec mes frères. Et voilà, that's the ideal pair. So this says, in my house, there's a big garden where I play football with my brothers. All right, first one down, we got 2 more left. Numéro 2, chez moi, il y a un salon confortable. Right, okay, un salon. This is a key word today. It's a living room. So there's a comfortable living room. What do you do in your living room? Je cuisine et ma famille prépare les repas. No, not in the living room. Je peux regarder la télé et je peux me reposer. C'est celui-ci, mes petits. Excellent if you got these two. Et finalement, numéro 3, aussi, il y a un joli cuisine moderne U. So this is our room in the house, la cuisine. What room could it be? Now we do use this word in English, like haute cuisine is like really posh food, like Gordon Ramsay, like restaurant food, haute cuisine. So cuisine is your kitchen. So it says also there is a pretty modern, as in a pretty modern kitchen. Where would you do in the kitchen? Je cuisine et ma famille prépare les repas. I cook and my family makes food. Now, if you've got none of these 3, I'm not surprised. This is really tough today and there's no help. But don't worry, it's not about your score. Just do it with me if you've got nothing so far. I'll go through and after I've explained, that's when you should be getting the answer. Alors, numéro 4, let's have a look at this. Chez moi, il y a 6 pièces au rez-de-chaussée. Oh, this is so hard. So this is at my house, there's 6 rooms. That word pièce means room, and how I remember it, right, is if you think about your house, if you see like a cross section, it's split into pieces, isn't it? Like different pieces of the house all make rooms, and that's how I remember rooms. Pièce means a room. So think about your house is split into pieces. So, chez moi, il y a 6 pièces. At my house, there's 6 rooms. Au rez-de-chaussée, on the ground floor. What would be on the ground floor? Il y a un salon, une cuisine, et une salle à manger. So there's a lounge, a kitchen, and a dining room. Posh house. Right, guys, 2 to go. Numéro 5. Au premier étage, il y a 2. Well, 2 means 2, so it's got to match to something plural. It's got to be des. Au premier étage, il y a 2 grands chambres modernes, which says on the first floor, there's 2 big modern bedrooms. Well done if you got that one. And finally, numéro 6, which was our easy one. Plus, au premier étage, il y a un salle de bain. I just love that word, salle de bain. It means bathroom. What do you do in the bathroom? Je prends une douche et je me brosse les dents. So where I take a shower and I brush my teeth. Dents means teeth. How do I know that? What word to do with teeth starts with dents? if you've got problems with your teeth, you go to the dentist. See, dentist. It comes from the French. Right, guys, excellent effort here. 6 marks available. Don't worry if you've got 0 so far. I'm not surprised. It's not about getting top marks. It's about learning the French, picking up some vocab. So let's see what we've got in our extra challenge. This is what you should have. Where is this word U? Which reminds me of like a gorilla. So U, je prends une douche. Where I take a shower. U. So you say it. U. Make the O with your mouth. U. 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 Like a gorilla. U. 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 Right, guys. So this is where at my house is this phrase. Chez moi. You can say à ma maison, and that's an easier way to say it. But chez moi is another French way, and a lot of French restaurants are called like chez Sean, chez Rahan, chez Daniel. It means like Daniel's restaurant at Rahan's place. I cook is je cuisine. So the cuisine's a kitchen, but in the verb it's I cook. There are 6 rooms. Il y a 6 pièces. So we talked about that. Think about your house being split up into pieces. A dining room is une salle à manger. On the ground floor is au rez-de-chaussée. That's useful if you're on the hotels and you need to like select the ground floor. First floor is premier étage. So premier means first. Like the Premier League is the top division, the first division. So premier. And then my sister's bedroom. Now this is tough because you don't say that apostrophe S in French. It can't be done. You don't say it. You don't say like Mr. Ennis's pencil. You've got to switch it around. You say the pencil of Mr. Ennis. Always. Mr. Ennis's big brain. The big brain of Mr. Ennis. Zara's stupidity. The stupidity of Zara. See what I've done? So you've got to switch it around, and that's what I've got here. La chambre de ma soeur is my sister's bedroom. Right, guys, that's all the answers. 4 will be a target. If you haven't got 4, don't worry. It's so much harder doing this recorded. Hopefully you've listened to me and you would have picked up some answers now. If you've got 4, 6 or 8, you've done a phenomenal job. You're on point today. Let's have a little look at some of our grammar. Look at this. So we've talked about this. We've got grand, confortable, modern. These are our adjectives, and part of today's objective is we're not only talking about what rooms we've got in our house, we're describing them, and when we describe them we use adjectives, and when we use adjectives we open up a whole world of French pain. Let's have a look at our key questions. Voilà. Et voilà, donc ici on a, here's our 4 key questions. We looked at them 2 lessons ago. Can you remember them? Let's have a little look. So what's the regular pattern for adjectives? We had this on our post-it note challenge. What do you add for feminine? What do you add for plural? What do you add if it's feminine and plural? Alright, adjectives usually come before or after the noun. What do you call not regular things? And what about let's have a little look at this. Right, guys, have a look. So this is what you need to know. This is the regular way to change an adjective. If you're describing something something feminine, you add an E. If it's plural, you add an S. If it's feminine and plural, you add an ES. Simple. This is how it works for a lot of our adjectives. The other thing with our adjectives is usually the adjective comes after the thing is describing. So in French, if you said to someone in France, j'ai les bleus yeux, I have blue eyes, they look at you like you're mad. They're like, why did you say I have blue eyes? It sounds so weird. You say I have eyes blue. This is the way that most adjectives work, but this is called the regular pattern. We've also got irregulars. Now I'm not talking about Alex being a bit weird. I'm talking about the French language, and irregular is something that doesn't follow the pattern. Et voilà, so let's have a look at these irregulars. This is how they change. So irregulars will change completely. You've just got to learn them. The way we do this is with Big Ben. Bobel, bobel, vieux, 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 bobel, bobel, nouveau, nouvelle, nouveau, nouvelle. And these are our key ones and how they change. They change differently. And just for these, right? Beau, nouveau, vieux, grand, petit, gros, joli. They come before the thing they're describing. That's what you need to know. That makes it just that bit more complex. Right, guys, so those are our 4 key questions. Tell you what, why don't you put me on pause, see if you can answer them. If you can't, stop the video, rewind, have another little watch of what I've just said, and then pick the video up. If you can answer all these 4 questions, you're ready to learn our vocab, keep watching the video. Hello mes enfants, right guys, so let's learn a new vocabulary. I'll be testing you on this the next week, make sure you know it. Alors donc, maintenant mes petits, il faut écouter moi, il faut répéter après moi. I know you're at home alone, but what we'll do is this, I'll say it and then when I'm clapping, that's when you need to repeat after me. Get your practice in, practice saying this language, make sure you're repeating, but I don't want any more complaints from parents. Don't be too loud please, you can whisper, chuchoter mes petits. Right guys, let's go for it. Alors donc, this is our key question for today. In the orange, it says, what's it like at yours? Will describe your house. Donc, après moi, tu demandes, c'est comment? C'est comment, c'est comment? Chez toi. Chez toi. Chez toi. Okay, let's put it all together. C'est comment chez toi? So then you'd answer with chez moi, which means at my house. Chez moi. Chez moi, à ma maison. Chez moi, à ma maison. So on the ground floor goes like this. Au rez-de-chaussée. Au rez-de-chaussée. Au rez-de-chaussée. Au rez-de-chaussée. Let's speed it up. Au rez-de-chaussée. Au premier étage. Au premier étage. Au deuxième étage. Au deuxième étage. Au rez-de-chaussée. Au premier étage. Au deuxième étage. Au deuxième étage. And then this key word, I taught you this in year 7. Think of a ninja man when I hear this word. It goes, il y a. Il y a. And then to say there isn't any, you go, il n'y a pas de. Il n'y a pas de. Il y a. Il y a. Il n'y a pas de. Okay, let's have a look at our rooms. Et voilà, donc, il y a une cuisine. Une cuisine. Une cuisine. Un salon. Un salon. Une cuisine. Un salon. Another word for un salon is une salle de séjour. They've got two different ways, like you could say lounge or front room or sitting room or yeah, there we go. Alors donc, un salon, une salle de séjour. Une salle de séjour. Une salle, à manger, à manger. Une salle à manger. Une salle à manger. So they call it a room to eat, an eating room, which is what we call a dining room. So that à manger, you'd have seen that before if you've been to prêt à manger, which means ready to eat, prêt à manger. But this is une salle à manger. Okay, so this is where they keep Jaden at his house. It doesn't mean a cave, it means like a basement or a cellar. Une cave. Une cave. Or another way of saying it is un sous-sol. Un sous-sol. Une cave, un sous-sol, un sous-sol. I love that word. So sous means underneath and sol means the earth or the soil. So an under the soil, so it's your basement or your cellar. Alors donc, le prochain, this is where they keep Zara, un jardin, un jardin, un jardin. This next one means an office. This is my office, very small but still. Un bureau. Un bureau. Un bureau. Un bureau. Un jardin. Une cave. Un sous-sol. Une salle à manger. Un salon. Une salle de séjour. Une cuisine. Une cuisine. I'll continue a few more rooms then. Chez moi. Chez moi. Au rez-de-chaussée. Au premier étage, au deuxième étage, il y a une salle de bain, une salle de bain, une salle de bain, une chambre, un bureau, ma chambre. Ma chambre. Ma chambre, chambre. La chambre de ma mère. De ma mère. La chambre de ma mère. La chambre de mon frère. De mon frère. De ma mère. De mon frère, de ma mère, de mon frère, de ma mère. Et voilà, right guys, so those are the rooms of the house. If you think you've got them, great. If you want a bit more practice, just rewind me. That's the beauty of a recorded lesson. You can watch, you can practice, you can watch these before next lesson. Get on it, guys. We're now going to move on to our adjectives and describing them. Alors, so we know these. Let's go through them again. We're not going to sing these. So we are going to sing these. C'est comment means what's it like. Donc, après moi, c'est comment. C'est comment. C'est comment. And remember, these three are irregular. They go before the noun and they go beau belle, beau belle. Nouveau, nouvelle, nouveau, nouvelle. Beau belle, beau belle. Vieux, vielle, vieux, vielle. Beau belle, beau belle. Vieux, vielle, vieux, vielle. Beau belle, beau belle. Nouveau, nouvelle, nouveau, nouvelle. Alors, and then our two after it goes modern, modern. Mode, mode, un. Confortable. 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 Voilà, alors donc mes petits, c'est les adjectifs. Et voilà, right guys, so we've looked at the language, we've linked it up, now it's time for you guys to have a little practice. Alors mes petits, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. Now we're not able to race today, which is a shame because your hyper competitive class is always really fun to race you and to see who's in the top 5, but we'll be contre le montre. Aujourd'hui, you're still going to race, but you're just racing yourself. Donc, prenez votre portable, and what I want you to do is to go on the Minitel, and I want you to see how quickly can you do this. I did it earlier in 6 seconds, so that's the time to be. See what you can do. So get your stopwatch, and then obviously I'll give you time to revise and to warm up. When I count you down, you're going to go for it, and I'm going to take away the blue words to keep you fast. You need to do this as fast as you can. Let me show you how it's done. So Mr. Ennis will go toi, de, un, start the timer, voilà. At mine, chez moi, there are 3 rooms. Il y a 3 pièces. There are 5 rooms. Il y a 5 pieds. On the ground floor, au rez-de-chaussée. On the first floor, au premier étage. Right, I did the first line in 8 seconds, just about. Can you do any better than that? We're about to find out. Right, guys, so what I do is put me on pause, yeah? See, like, if you can match these up. If you can't, you can just rewind and practice again. When you think you're happy and you've got it, restart the video. I'll count you down, start your timer, and I'll make the blue disappear. All right, put me on pause, prepare yourselves. When you're ready, restart the video, and I'll do the countdown. Good luck, everyone. Alors, right guys, if you're watching me now, you've done your practice, you know what goes where, and you want to get racing. So, timers at the ready, people. I'm going to make the blue words disappear slowly, so you've got to be quick. I'm going to count you down, so make sure you're ready. On va commencer. 1, 2, 2, 1. Wait for it. Allez! Alors, right guys, final one. Final column's about to go. 3, it's gone. 2, 1, et voilà. Right guys, I think that disappeared a bit too quickly. I did it in 16 seconds, but I didn't really say the English and French. I cheated a little bit then. Did you do it? How far did you get? I don't think many people would have got it. This is tough today. I tell you what we'll do to reward you for your hard work so far. Let's make it a bit more challenging. Et voilà, le deuxième temps, c'est comme ça. Cette fois, il faut compléter les phrases en faisant l'activité. Par exemple, at mine, chez moi, there are 3 rooms. Il y a 3 pièces. There are 5 rooms. Il y a 5 pièces. Ooh la la. Right, guys, you need some practice here. Put me on pause. When you think you're ready, restart me. I'll count you down, and I'll start making the blue words disappear. Pause me now. Prepare yourselves. You're going to need it. Allez. Alors mes petits, right guys, so if you listen to me now, you're prepared. Let me count you down. Let's see how quickly we can do this time. Good luck everyone. On commence. 1, 2, 1, allez! Hello, right guys, it's almost gone. I think this is too fast today. We've got about 5 seconds. Alors, 5, 4, et 3, 2, 1. Alors, mes petits. Right, I don't think you're finishing that. It was incredibly fast, guys. An excellent effort. We've looked at all the language. Let's put it together. Alors, mes enfants. Right, guys. So now we've matched up the language. We've gone through it, and you've had a go at practicing it. Let's put you to the test with a bit more practice. Alors mes petits, so we're going to play with noughts and crosses now. Comment faire le mot bien toute seule? Alors, c'est possible. Once again, you're going to need your phone. All you need is a stopwatch on your phone. Even if you've got a Nokia brick, you will have a stopwatch on it. Alors donc, mes petits, ce qu'il faut faire maintenant. You are playing your phone. It is person contre les machines. Alors, so you need to see if you're smarter than a piece of technology. This is what I want you to do. Choose whether you're going to be X or crosses, X or crosses, noughts or crosses. I like being crosses, so this is me. And then the nought's going to be my phone. All right, and this is lovely written, Mr. Ennis. This is what I want you to do. Put 10 seconds on your phone, right? And you've got to translate. Alors, j'explique en français. Il faut traduire la phrase dans la boîte en français, en anglais, en français, sous 10 secondes. If you can translate this in under 10 seconds, you in that square. If your alarm goes off because your phone's counting to 10 seconds, you give that square to your phone. So you need your vocab in front of you for this. This isn't a test. I'd practice and have it there. It's more of a practice to see what you can do. All right, so I'm against my phone. 10-second timer is set. I'm not going to start it until I decided what square I'm going to go for, and I just look at my vocab. Yeah, I got that. Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to start my phone now. It's counting down. Chez moi, il y a 7 pièces. Done. You see, I've done it with loads of time left, so I win that square. Unlucky phone. All right, my phone can't have a go. It talks to me, but it can't do noughts and crosses, so it's my go again. All right, I'm going to go for bottom right. Those of you in the know why I'm going for that square. All right, so 10 seconds is counting down already. Oh, better be fast. Chez moi, il y a une grande cuisine. Yeah, well in time. So I win this square again. It is looking good. Shut up, phone. I beat you. All right, guys. So and now I just need the center square. 10 seconds on my phone. All right, it's counting down. All right, oh, it's a tricky one. Chez moi, il y a, oh, how many is 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pièces. Done it. See that? Beat your phone. Right, guys, and with that, I've absolutely destroyed my phone. Look at that. 3 in a row. Boom, champion. Right, guys, this is what you need to do. You're playing against your phone. You're seeing what you can do. There's 3 levels of difficulty. This is difficulty level 1, green difficulty. Et voila, look at amber difficulty. You've got just 10 seconds to say all this, and then voila, difficulté expert. This is red difficulty. You've got 10 seconds to say all of this. No chance. Let me have a go. Chez moi, il y a 7 pièces. Il y a 2 chambres. Ma chambre est plus grande. Oof, no chance. Right, guys. This is extra challenge only. I want you to have a go at this. Have a practice, see what you can do and take on your phone. Just do 1 or 2 of the tasks. I recommend everyone starts on green to get a feel for it, and then either do amber or red, depending on whatever challenge you want to take. Guys, this is going to be tough. Put me on pause, have a practice. When you're done, restart the video. I've got 1 more task to test you at the end. Right, good luck. Hopefully you beat your phone. Bon courage, mes petits. Allez, on y va, allez. Alors mes enfants, right guys, we're coming to the end. Your final challenge. Can you do our objective? Can you say what rooms you have in your house? Can you describe them? We're going to find out. We're doing some more work on this one. I'm back on Tuesday, Wednesday. But now I want to really see if you know this vocab. I'm going to put you to the test. Alors, mes petits, et là, ici, vous avez le dernier activité. Ici, j'ai 9%, d'accord? Et ici, il décrit leur maison. Par exemple, chez Paul, il y a 8 pièces. Il y a une cuisine moderne. Voilà, c'est ici. Attends. Il y a 8 pièces. Il y a une cuisine moderne. Il y a un beau salon. Il y a un bureau confortable. Voilà. So each one has this description. Moi, Mr. Ennis, va décrire la maison de quelqu'un. Il faut m'écouter et il faut écrire le nom de personne dans la boîte ici. So if you're working straight on the worksheet, you can type your name in here. If you're in your book, just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen up and see who I'm describing. So I'm going to do each person once. So once you've got it, so if I did read Paul, just cross them off and see what you can do. Now today, I think a good mark for this, a pass mark will be, let's say 2 out of 5 is your target. Beautifully written again, sir. Right, 2 out of 5 is what you're looking for. All right, listen up. I'm going to read through what we've got. Bon courage. Now, if you don't get this, don't worry. You can pause it, you can rewind, you can see what you've got. Alors, person numéro 1 dit: chez moi, il y a 8 pièces. Il y a une cuisine moderne. Il y a un beau salon. Il y a un bureau confortable. Who is that for number 1? If you know, write their name down. If you don't, why don't you rewind me and listen again and see if you can do it on the second listen. Alright, person numéro 2 dit: chez moi, il y a 8 pièces. Il y a une salle à manger moderne. Il y a un beau jardin. Il y a une salle de bain confortable. Alright, who is that? See if you've got it. If you haven't, it's no shame. You can just read it through again and see what you've got. Alors, person numéro 3 dit: chez moi, il y a 8 pièces. Il y a un nouveau salle à manger. Il y a un jardin moderne. Il y a une vieille salle de bain. Right, guys, who is that person for person number 3? Write them in if you think you know. If you don't, you can just listen to it again and go for it. Alright, guys, so I told you 2 out of 5. There's 2 people left. I'm going to speed it up a bit for 4 and 5. Numéro 4. Person numéro 4 dit: chez moi, il y a 6 pièces. Il y a un beau jardin. Il y a une petite salle de bain. Il y a une petite chambre. Okay, who is that? Write them in. And then finally, our final person I'm going to do really quickly for a laugh. So you've got left. The last one says this: chez moi, il y a 6 pièces. Il y a une nouvelle salle à manger. Il y a un petit jardin. Il y a un grand salle de bain. Alright, who do you think that one was? Guys, have a little think. You can rewind me, you can go back. I'm going to go through the answers on the next slide. So check what you've got. When you're ready for the answers, hit play. Good luck, everyone. Hello, les enfants. Right, guys, let's blitz through the answers. Let's see what you've got. Remember, 2. This is our target. 2 sur 5. Let's see who you've got. Person numéro 1 était Paul. Which is unfortunate because I didn't for the example, but you want to know. Alors, la deuxième personne, c'était Sophie. Then I did Nicolas, and then these are the 2 I did really quickly. So well done if you got either 4 or 5. I went for Karim and then Max. All right, guys. Excellent effort today. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. I'm really sorry it's not been live, but like I say, it can't be helpful today, I'm afraid. I'm sure you worked really hard. I look forward to teaching again on Wednesday. When I see you then, keep working hard, guys. If you really want to get ahead, you can go and memorize, or you can watch this lesson again before Wednesday's lesson to get it on in your heads, and then you'll be sharp. There we go. Right, guys. Excellent effort. I know it's Thursday, but have a good weekend, and I'll see you next week. Merci. Au revoir, mes petits.